So, what we have here is a tick in our horse's neck in an odd spot. We have the good doctor here who's going to tell us how to get rid of it.
So one, you have to break the suction of the mouth. So what happens when a tick bites? It clamps and it excretes a fluid. The fluid helps seal up the area, so the alcohol makes it a bad taste. So you're kind of breaking the seal. So anything, alcohol, acetone, anything that's kind of caustic, that'll remove sticky stuff. Not Goo Gone, that really won't work. And then you just let it sit there and dissolve off. Give it a little bit. You got to go under and above. And then you'll see the underside of the tick. Some tweezers. But it's, and you'll see it get tired in a minute. And then when you go to pull it off, it'll just pop right off.
Okay.
The underside of the tick, you see how you can see where the mouth is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, nasty little sucker.
And then you just grab at the base and you pull.
All right.
And then once you do, you put it on something opposite color of the tick, and then you look for its mouth, which might be hard. And you can see it's all intact.
All right. Good job.
And then you squish it. Over. Make sure there's nothing left. I don't see any retained particles. Oh, girl. It's nice and clean. And that's how you remove a tick.
Awesome.
Works on humans. The secretion, and once it clamps on, it forms a secretion, and that's what you're getting here. That's the byproduct of the secretion here. So it's formed this little wedge, and this has been here a little bit because you can see the secretion, and it can move itself. So the extraction will be the same. You'll go ahead and you got to dissolve all of that off so it breaks the seal, and then we can clean it up. Yep. Probably had another one here. Yeah.
All right.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's go around by getting some of the goo off. There you go, thank you. Alright, so we'll get in there and we're going to just saturate that right there. Alright. Hold on, Vanna, don't go anywhere. So you can see how there's the blood area right there. That's where it latched on. Well, maybe you can see it. It just keeps secreting so it stays on. Now it's pretty full. So what it's trying to do is it's going to fall off because it's gorged itself. We're helping it along with the alcohol because it's like, ugh. Also, he's probably not liking the alcohol in the raw part where it's been biting. Oh.
So don't they secrete something that makes it so the horse really can't feel them biting it?
Yeah, it's like this wax.
Ooh.
Oh, easy one side.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll pull the back side so you can see the legs. See how it, the legs on it?
Ooh.
It's wiggly. Oh, bad. You want to get all of the goop off.
I think we've all been guilty of just pulling them off
Absolutely.
before, but I didn't realize it could actually
Well, the head can be stuck in the goo because when you're pulling it out, I don't know, it has a name. It's like a, I'm sure Google will know. Yeah, or the vet, one of those guys. But you see there? See on the underside of the tick how it's latched down in the... Ew. Don't ooh. This is...
But how interesting. How's that?
Okay, good.
Okay.
It's not ooh, it's nature. Alright, because it doesn't have its safe base with all the stuff holding it straight on. So now it's like, ugh. And it may release itself in just a little bit, but usually they're holding on.
How long does it usually take for them to release?
It could be a while. I mean, depending on how
A couple
much
minutes or
yeah.
so?
But once you get all this loosened up, it's safe to go ahead and pull. Get the tweezers in and go under, pinch the skin and pull up, because as long as you get that white part of the head, which is where it bites from. Hi, you want to smell it? Okay. Because you're part of the surgery team. You always have to have a patient. Yeah.
Okay, now we're going for removal.
So you just go to the base, usually get a few strands of hair with it, and it just pops right up.
What's left? Probably want to treat it with something.
Let's get the alcohol to dry it out first and see, but I'm just check here. See, there's that tissue that's necrotic. So we might want to get that out. There. So that's the necrotic tissue you pull out. That's where the head was stuck in the skin.
And so it's good to make sure and you remove that if you can.
Yeah, just to make sure they didn't leave any particles in there. Because that would make it a foreign body if you didn't. So there's kind of, and then, okay, buddy. So it looks pretty clean now. So you can see it's all pink, nothing like a black or grainy. So that's going to be good tissue. So that's where you want to put your ointment or however you want to do it. I would just dry it out a little bit right now and let it. And then we just wash them with soap and water to get all that out. It looked like the guy's been walking around in there for a little bit because you can see it's got a lot of drainage there. And this is probably where one fell off. As you can see how the cropping is perfectly laid out. Once it gets its fill, it falls off. See right there where the mouth was? Kind of see the difference. That's a healing one. Yeah. Good boy.
So thank you so much for joining us in today's writing lesson. And if you enjoyed the lesson, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.